Hello and welcome to my second English video. Today we are going to look at simile starters and adverbial starters. So what these are two ways that you can improve and up-level your writing. So quite often some of the feedback you might get in your writing might be to improve your starter sentences, and that is exactly what these two can do. So let's take a look. First, we are going to look at what a simile is. So a simile is comparing something to something else. So for example, we can have one saying as something as, or we can have like. Let's give two examples. So let's do as something as. Let's do the tree was as tall as a skyscraper. So that's comparing it to something else. It's saying this tree is so tall, it's as tall as a skyscraper. It's making you think of it being a much bigger than it actually is. And let's look at like. The boy swam like a dolphin. So if he's swimming like a dolphin, it makes us think that he's a really good swimmer, he's doing it really gracefully. That is how we can use our two similes. Now, when we're trying to use them as a simile starter, we just use those, but we use it as the start of our sentence. So I might say, as quick as a flash, they darted through the door. So that's improved my sentence. If I had they darted through the door, that doesn't make it very interesting, especially if I'm doing it as an adventure story. But if I put as quick as a flash they darted through the door, it shows me just how quick they were doing it. You could use it for the other one as well. So let's put like a pig, the child gobbled up all the sweets. If I left it just as the child gobbled up all the sweets, then it's a good sentence because we're using a good adjective, good verb there, gobbled. But I've extended it even further and made it a bit more exciting by saying, like a pig, the child gobbled up all the sweets. It makes you think that they're not just eating them one by one, they're literally shoveling them all in their mouth. So that is our simile starters. Let's take a look now at our adverbial starters. So an adverb, we've already said in my last video, we covered a little bit on that. An adverb is describing a verb, so how does the verb happen? For an adverbial starter, we're just going to use that. So we'll put our verb and our adverb. So, we will put smiling kindly. The gentleman said hello. So I've started that off by saying smiling kindly, and then I've gone into my sentence. So the gentleman said hello doesn't give you much about that character. Now where I've put smiling kindly, that tells you that this character might be a nice character. They might be a bit kinder than some of the other characters that might be in the book. Now I could completely change the tune of that, and I could put a different adverb in there. So I'm going to change, let me just underline it in orange, I'm going to change kindly. So let's change kindly to evilly. Smiling evilly, the gentleman said hello. That makes me think that he's got much different plans in place in this story. Now, Adverbial starters, you can swap those two around. So rather than put smiling kindly or smiling evilly, you could quite as easily say it the opposite way. So I could put kindly smiling, the gentleman said hello. Now, one thing to notice, as I was doing my speech, this is going off the point, but I think it might be quite a good thing to point out. Let's go for pink, because pink for positive. I'm just going to zoom in on these here. I have put my speech marks, quite obviously, and when we start our speech, we always start them with a capital letter. So I have put hello, even though it's in the middle of the sentence, has said, I still need to start my speech with a capital letter, and I always put my punctuation in it. I've put a comma because I was going to carry my sentence on. I haven't in this case, but I would do. If it was the end of the sentence, my full stop would go inside those speech marks. If I wanted to add a bit of emphasis on it, I might have changed it to an exclamation mark, but still that would go inside. And if it was a question, my question mark would go inside my speech marks. Okay, I hope this helped. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.